So you will go on to your Chrome app and type UNISA online application. It will take you straight to this page where you are going to see this. You are going to click here on apply for admission 2024-UNISA. Then after clicking that, you'll be led straight to the UNISA application portal where you will have to apply. So this is the UNISA portal that you are going to be led to. The thing that you're going to do is click apply. You click on apply, then it's going to load to the next application page where you will have to proceed with your application. In this stage of the portal, you're going to see either here you're going to choose whether you're a first-time UNISA applicant or a returning student. If you have applied before, you're going to click on returning student. But if you've never applied before, you click on first-time UNISA applicant so that you are able to proceed to the next step of the application, which is this one. They will say start the process. After starting the process, you will be led to another stage of this application where you will have to scroll down. You'll have to scroll down, then you'll click on this, proceed to ODIL and UNISA. You'll click on proceed to ODIL and UNISA, then you will click on apply now. This is when you are actually being able to access the application process or the application portal. In this page, this is what you're going to see. Apply for admission to study, application 2. So if you're applying for an undergraduate, you're going to click on the first bulletin, which is this one. If you're applying for honors and postgraduate diploma, you're going to click on this one. The short learning programs are unavailable. Then for your master's and doctoral, you're going to click on that one. So we are focusing on the undergraduate, which means it's this one. We're going to click here. Then automatically we are on the next step of the application where they ask if you have a student number or not. If you do not have a student number, you will click no. If you have a student number from this university, you're going to click yes. So I do not have the student number for this university. I'm going to click no. Then on this step of the application, they're asking you the normal questions that you will answer. What is your surname and your first name and your date of birth? You are going to click here for the date of birth. Then you scroll. If you're 2004, you click on 2004. If you're 2005, you click on 2005. In order for you to view the whole thing, you'll just have to scroll like this. Then your month, you also click here. Then you will click on day. Then after that, you'll be able to select your birthday. So let's go to the next step of your application. On this application step, you'll be selecting whether you're in grade 12 or you have completed your grade 12. So if you have completed your grade 12, you will click on option number 1. If you have completed or you're completing any higher certificate or diploma or undergraduate degree at another university or here at UNISA, you click on the second bulletin. If you have completed high school certificate or a higher education in a foreign country, you click on bulletin number 3. If you have completed an NCV at a college, you click at option number 4. If you have rewritten or you rewrote your matric grade 12 subjects, you click on option number 5. Then the last option is for those who are currently in high school. After clicking on currently in high school, if you're currently in high school, you will click on continue. Then this is where you will choose the qualification that you want to do. The first choice, they'll give you college. College is the faculty that you want to do. If you want to do law, you'll choose College of Law. Then the category, you're going to choose here whether you want a diploma in law or you want a Bachelor of Laws, and so on and so on. Then your qualification will just be here. Then you can choose which one you want to do. Then the stream you will choose after selecting one qualification. You do the same for the second choice. So you'll be led to this stage of your application where you will have to just click on continue. Then after that, you're going to see this. Your surname, then your initials. So your initials, you need to be very careful. If there's a gap between your names, there needs to be a gap between your initials. For example, this person is Pilisile Elona. So I'm just going to write P space E. Then I'm done with the initial. Then what is the title? The title is Miss, Dr., Mr., Advocate, and so on. She's Miss. Then if applicable, please add a maiden name. A maiden name is a name that is a surname that you used before getting married. Okay? Then you can do that. You can, if you are married, it's applicable for those who are married. Then after that, there's a date of birth. Then you click on RSA identity number if you have an identity number of South Africa. If you are an international student, you're going to click on foreign identity number or your passport number. Then you click on your gender, or are you female or are you male? Then if you have a physical disability or an impairment, you're going to select here. Then you're going to select here on not applicable, but they will show you the types of illnesses or impairments that you may have. Then you select there. Then you will enter your ID number on the first box that you clicked there. Then also you are going to go up and check if everything that is needed is completed. Then you proceed to the next application step. So this is the step you're going to be led to, where you'll have to give them your cellular number or your contact details. So let's zoom in. How do they want your cellular number? You are given an instruction or an example on how your number should be. So you must start with your country code, which is South African. You start with 27 plus 27, which stands for 0. So it could be plus 2776. Plus 27 stands for 0, okay? Then you may start with that. If you're from another country, you can use your country code. Then after that, you will confirm your cellular number, which means you retype that cellular number with your country code as it was. Then you type in your email address. Confirming your email address means you are typing it again. Then your home phone number. Before we forget, there is an asterisk or a star sign, which means this section is compulsory for you to complete. You won't be able to complete your application without completing this compulsory step. Then your home phone number could be a cell phone number of another person from home with your country code. Then these ones are not compulsory, which is your work phone number and your fax number. Do you require further assistance with career planning? If you do, you click on yes. If you don't, click on no. And then, are you a current or retired UNISA staff member? I think this one is pretty much self-explanatory. Are you a dependent of a current, retired, or deceased permanent? This one is also explanatory. And this one, are you a prisoner? If you're not a prisoner, you click on no. If you are, click on yes. Do you intend to apply for subject exemptions or credits from previous studies? If you're in grade 12, you're going to click on no. If you're a transferring student, this is why you're going to click on yes. Then after that, please select an option on how you plan to pay for your study fees. That means go to scroll like this. You're going to select if you'll be paying by yourself, you'll click on self-paying. If you are going to be applying for NSFAS, click on NSFAS application, and there's others. Then after that, are you in the process of completing a higher certificate, diploma, or degree that will help you comply with the admission requirements of the qualification you're applying for? It's either you click yes or not. It is a question that is self-explanatory. If you're in a university and you are completing a qualification that will require a certain credits for the course you're intending to apply to, you're going to click on yes or no. Then you continue. On this application step, you are going to give them your physical address as well as your postal address. So in the first line, you can type in your street name. The second line, you can type in the name of the area that you're located in. The third line could be your suburb. Then the fourth line, it will be your city. The fifth line can be your province. Then for your postal code, you're going to click on search postal code. Then after clicking on search postal code, what you're going to see, you are gonna have to search the area that you stay in, the suburb or the town of the area that you stay in. Then click search, then the postal codes will appear and you'll select the postal code that is applicable to you. And then is your physical street address the same as your postal address? If they are, you click yes. If they're not, you can click no. Then you proceed to the next step. After typing in your addresses and so on, you will be led to this page. They say all fields are compulsory. So, home language, you will select from menu. That means you will click on this gray box where they said select from menu. Do you have a twin sibling? If you do, say yes. If you don't, say no. Your nationality, you're South African if you're from South Africa, or if you're from Ghana, you will select Ghana. Population group, you will click you're African if you're African. If you're from outside of the African continent, you can choose other or non-disclosure, or you can just leave it at no information. If you're Indian, if you're colored as well, you can choose white or Chinese. You can choose your occupation. This is where you'll select what are you currently doing. Are you unemployed? Are you a university student? And so on. Your economic sector. If you're unemployed, you'll just click not applicable, unemployed. If you're in grade 12, this is how it's written. Your previous economic activity. Obviously, if you're a secondary school student, it's going to write like this. You don't have to change it. And then if you were in secondary last year and you're at home, you can still secondary school student and so on. Then you continue. Then on this stage, you will be given your school living particulars. They will require those. So are you a senior certificate student? Those are the ones that did not do the NSC curriculum. They did the senior certificate. So your national senior certificate from 2008, you can choose it if you did your matric last year or from 2008 up until last year. If you're currently in grade 12, it's going to select for you automatically. If you failed standard 10 or grade 12, this is where you will click failed standard 10 or grade 12. Then they say your application will only be finalized on receipt of an identification fee. Please note that the application fee is 135 rands. Okay, and they say incomplete applications will not be processed and only finalized during the next applications period. Okay, so when you're done, you will continue. You'll just click continue to the next step. In this stage, you're going to indicate whether you have an access to your laptop or a desktop or data. If you do have data, then that means you'll be able to learn online. If you do have a laptop or a desktop. But if you do not, but I think a lot of you have access to data, you'll just click access to data. But if you have an access to all of them, you just click the 3 of them, then you continue. This is a page where they will show you a confirmation if everything that you have loaded is correct, where you have to check if everything that you have loaded is correct in order for you to actually continue to load your application. After seeing that page, you will just scroll up until you see this, whether you click on agree or do not agree, it's up to you. Then you submit application, but unfortunately, if you do not agree, I don't think it is possible for you to submit your application. You have to read these terms and conditions in order for you to agree to them and submit your application. Then after that, you click on submit application and proceed to the next page. After clicking on submit your application, you're going to be led to this page where you'll have to upload the copy of your identity document or your results as well. Then once you are done, you're going to choose your file. Then after that, you will click on upload. Then this red no will change to a green Y. Then there are optional documents. If it's your report, your recent results, you're just going to click there. Then after that, you click on upload. Then after that, you will be done. Then if you do not have these documents, you'll just say log out and return later. I would like to thank you so much for watching this video up to so far.